Apparently the last round is on the ways, but there is some technical issue on the first stream. However, we can see that there is already some advancement on the second board, where Jakub Horák faces Miroslav Háša. He is with white color and is being the aggressor here, trying to push forward against his opponent in an interesting position. Does not seem to be any easier than the previous position he had to solve against Gergő Tóth. If anything, it looks much harder. Probably this would be his next best move. I don't know what else he could try, but let's see if it works. And in the meantime, first stream is seemingly repaired, so let me real quick change the link in OBS, and shortly you should also see it. Gergő Tóth open to Ciarán Lucey. It's a corner opening. Let's put it real quick on the board. This was the opening, and it looks like they have played one of the typical beginnings of this opening. This one. So that means Ciarán is with black and Gergő is with white. This is a playable position, so both players have some chances to win the game. Let's see how well the young Hungarian player can do against the Hungarian veteran who is undefeated in this tournament. And not only is he undefeated, he won each of his games, confidently sitting on the first place with his 7 points after 7 rounds. And this is the last round today. So Gergő is surely the winner of this tournament. I don't think he can be dethroned. Let me real quick take a look at the coefficients, but since he defeated Miroslav Háša in the direct encounter, he should also be better with the coefficients. Yes, he is much better with the coefs. So Gergő can rejoice and enjoy this last game that he plays today. Meanwhile, Jakub Horák has a rather difficult position, but he also needs to be able to solve it if he wants to finish on the podium. Currently there are 3 players, if I'm not mistaken. Let me real quick check the standings. So we have Gergő Tóth with 7 points, Miroslav Háša with 6 points. Virág Bekő is currently the third with her coefficients. She has 5 points. Petr Žižka has 5 points. Zoltán Sonkoly has 5 points. And last but not least, Jakub Horák has 5 points. So they are the main candidates. As you can see, Gergő is playing Ciarán, whilst Miroslav is facing Jakub Horák. Virág opened to Petr, and let me see, Péter Magyar opened to Zoltán Sonkoly. Ciarán decided to play this move. It's not the very best one for black. Also not too bad. This white should follow. And then maybe some positional move here in the space is just fine. Nothing decided there. The second game is much more intense here, as white does not have a lot of options. Kuba needs to find this move, and even after this move, the position is still complex and very much balanced. Definitely an interesting game, but when, if not now, can Kuba show his skills, as he surely wants to finish on the podium? Unfortunately, it looks like something went wrong with the first stream once again. It's probably that the device is overheating, but it's back to normal. That looked weird. Kuba Horak still thinking. I can only guess how much time he has left. It is not really clear to me, but let me try and see. Probably he has around 8-9 minutes left, making my assumption based on when the round started and the fact that during most he has been on the move. Actually, it seems to me that Greggy played in a similar style as my swap 2 goes that I played against Petr Žižka in the World Championships qualificational tournament. And Kuba Horak finds the move he needs to play. Excellent work by the young Czech player. This enables the position to further develop, and we can only make a guess how this game's gonna end. It's a tough position. Meanwhile, there's some advancement on the first table as well. Gergő played the 3, which was quickly answered by Ciarán. Let's see what the idea is here. Still an open game, of course. Ciarán is an aspiring young player. He already plays in the first team of Hungary in the Team World Blitz Championship online, so he's a teammate of both Gergő's and mine. And our fourth member in the team is Zoltán László, who is also doing really well in this tournament. That makes me definitely happy. And Gergő played this move now, which I expected him to play one earlier. He decided that the 3 is better for him. Can't blame him because it opens a possibility for threats here, but I still would play here with white. I mean black, sorry. Black is a bit limited there with options. Black needs to ensure that the position is well held together, not allowing Gergő too much space to launch strong attacks. And probably, if one thing is his weakness, is positional playing for the young Hungarian. But let's not underestimate him. He might as well find a nice move. Let's see, he's still thinking. Just like Miroslav Háša is thinking now after Kuba Horák managed to find that key move in the position. Greggy has to now find the proper continuation which allows him to survive in the game. Oh, an even more aggressive move by Ciarán, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's impressive. I think this is a bit above what's necessary. It's a bit more than what was necessary. The reason why is because Gergő will now for sure try to link his stones here, and this black stone allows a little more space for white to do that. But of course, it's still definitely not an easy position. This move does have fantasy. It's a nice idea. It might as well work. I'm not saying it's worse than my idea, but I feel like it's a bit too far. But also from offensive purposes, I mean from offensive aspect. Sorry, a lot of talking today. Okay, so from the offensive aspect, this move enables black to expand here a bit in case white plays something suboptimal, something not strong enough. But overall, Gergő should be confident here. He has every reason to be confident there, at least. Oh, and he was quick to play here. Nice. That's all I can say. That's nice. Probably Gergő is not super motivated to do extra work after he already secured his first place, and will probably not spend 10 minutes as he spent like in previous rounds on finding the very best move. And let's just focus a bit on the second table where Greggy already started his combination. It is being executed right now. This is their actual position, and Kuba Horák is on the move. What will the young Czech player decide to go with? He has a couple of options for a possible continuation. That is for sure. Okay, I real quick checked with Rafi, and apparently the simplest move is indeed the best one here. If Kuba plays here next, he has a nice advantage, but it's still not an easy position for a human to solve. So maybe he can look for some alternatives like this one maybe, or or this one. But overall, this really seems like the very best move. And his position is strong based on the progs um, evaluation as well as mine. In the meantime, I feel like I see that Gergő made a move. I'm sorry, Ciarán made a move. And also Gergő. Some comfortable playing here. As I've said, not doing anything too extra. He has done all the extra already. That is why he has 7 points already. So he can relax a bit and play some solid moves and let the young player do the work now. Which Ciarán is definitely capable of, so let's see how he's doing. Kuba is evaluating his options there. And if I'm not mistaken, he did play this move. Just once again, I don't see it very clearly. But it looks like he did play there, because Greggy's clock is up. Oh wow, Ciarán is not holding back. He is not intimidated by Gergő. He is pushing forwards for an attack. A ballsy move by the young Hungarian player. Let's see how Gergő can answer it. Meanwhile, Greggy played the expected move on the other board. He played here. I believe this is very strong for white. A lot of options to choose from. But Kuba needs to choose the best option because he needs to win. Second best is probably not enough here. As well as he needs to pay attention to his clock. Gergő may be a little surprised by the offensive approach of Ciarán, but it's nothing new. Ciarán often plays like this. He is a very offensive type of player, and it seems like Gergő wants to this time carefully consider his next move. Apparently, the first and the second board could be looked at as a battle of generations. On the first one, a Hungarian, and on the second, a Czech one. Jakub Horák decided to push. He played a free that is going to be answered by Greggy from above, probably. And then I'm expecting Kuba to play this move on g9. And after that, it's not very easy to defend for black. But it's also not easy to attack with white. So it's still a very interesting game. And Gergő is still thinking. Let's not forget that Ciarán is also racing for the best under 18 player. Let me real quick check the standings once more to see where he's at. Apparently, apparently Bence Andicskú is still ahead of him with coefficients, and also József Molenár has 4 points, who is another beginner, another young Hungarian player that decided to join this spring tourney. Let's real quick check the pairings. Bence Andicskú is facing Jakub Horák. There the favorite is clearly Jakub Horák from Czech Republic, who has currently 3.5 points. So maybe this is Ciarán's big chance against Gergő Tóth. If you can beat Gergő in a game, definitely you deserve to be the best under 18 player. No doubt about that. And it will be also a really good feeling for Ciarán if he can manage to do that. Gergő decided to play this move. Let's spend a minute and try to evaluate how good this move actually is. What can be done here by Ciarán? I'm positive that Ciarán will most likely play here. It looks good to me to play there. You don't want Gergő to start anything funny there. Most of the direct threats here are not yet working. You need to build up a bit before using something like that. And this move seems like a good start for that. It forces white to defend. And overall seems like a very good controlling move as well. Clockwise, Ciarán is below 5 minutes if I'm seeing it correctly, and Gergő is just falling below 8 minutes. Ciarán played the expected move, and now once more Gergő has to find his next move. Oh, and Kuba did play a bit differently, a more aggressive approach there. He decided to play this one. How good is this? Trying to find the purpose of it. I feel like this could have been better. I don't see after this one how he wants to attack, because this cannot be played, but on the other hand he can start his attack here and finish there, so but this move then is possible. So if you block it here, this move has to come, and then I don't see a winning combination. This is apparently not enough. It seems not enough. On the other hand, if you start with this one, I'm not so sure what can be made out of this. Yeah, I don't see it yet. But maybe Kuba sees something I don't. So let's wait on how the game develops, as well as paying attention to the first board, where there has been some advancement. Kieran is pushing forwards for a win, which is super exciting, and there is some chance that he can actually win this game. It's a really good position for black. Gergő makes the block on the right side. Kieran cannot play this line just yet because of a possible block here. Possibly an indirect move like this would be really good for him. This block by Gergő is also controlling the position a bit. Kieran has to go indirect here in my opinion. That would be probably his best shot. This move should work. But let's see where he plays his next move. He is going for the direct win, it seems. Oh, Gergő blocks from above. Okay. Not a bad idea at all. Ciarán needs to think this through. He sure does not want to lose here. And if he plays here, it's not super good for him in my opinion. He should have played this one. This is an extra stone for white, which should have been avoided. The position is still not that bad though. And wow, okay, I missed quite some of the second board where there was a lot happening. Wow, I'm not even gonna try to put that on the board because I don't really see it. It seems like Kuba is in time trouble and has to play moves quickly. And it seems like his attack did not work and Greggy is gaining advantage, possibly winning. Okay, let's head back to the first board. Kieran played here, which has to be answered from above, I think. Although maybe it could be answered from below as well, because there is this block. So maybe Gergő will decide to play here instead. But after that, not a lot of trouble, because this move is still possible. Kieran still has control over the position overall. But he will need to be careful. Some interesting developments between Kuba Horák and Gergő Tóth. Sorry, Miroslav Háša. I said Gergő Tóth because I saw he blocked it from above in the end. And now Ciarán plays the indirect offensive move, which he could have played before, but is still a good option for him. However, if this move gets played and this white is defending very well, and Now this is a tough position to win from. Looks balanced. But of course a lot depends on Gergő's next move as well. Ciarán below 1 minute, Gergő on 3.5 minutes. Kuba Horák is attacking against Greggy. Greggy on the move, trying to find defense. It looks like to me Kuba made a mistake. He had a win there, but is choosing the wrong order. So it seems. Had he played the 3 first, it would be a win. If I'm not mistaken. It could still be a win because the position is really not clear on the camera. There easily could be something that I'm not seeing there. What I can at least see is Kuba is pushing forward. Probably he's very low on time. Greggy is thinking on his next move. He makes the decision. Is there anything Kuba can do? No. He resigns. Game over. The first board is still alive. Gergő Tóth thinking on what move to make next against Ciarán Lucey. Gergő makes the decision. I feel like this should be blocked from here. It would be the better move. And after this gets blocked here, black can push this area maybe. And Ciarán did do that, except for this one. He did play here. Ciarán pushing forwards, Gergő trying to find defense. A tight position. Gergő makes the block. And Ciarán needs to attack. He plays on another offensive move. Very well done by him. It's a really good move. He is threatening a lot. Gergő is in trouble. Definitely in trouble. This block is not gonna be enough in my opinion. Probably this first. That looks like the best option to me. Okay, let's see. They are making quick moves. Gergő low on time. Ciarán pushing forwards. Some blitz moves, both of them low on time. Seems to me. Oh, Gergő oversees an open 3. There's an open 3 on the board. There is an open 3 on the board and Gergő is winning. Ciarán did not notice his open 3. That's dramatic. Very, very dramatic. Look at that. This was the game. If I'm not mistaken, these moves were played first. Then, yeah, this one. This was played here, 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 here. This Gergő blocked this here, and this is an open 3. Both of them overlooked it in time trouble. And instead of playing the 3, Ciarán blocked here. Then Gergő played here. Ciarán did not notice this and still not notice the open 3. Hence enabled Gergő to win this way. What a crazy game. What a crazy game. Probably they are realizing it right now on the board. Incredible. Well, everyone, that was all for today. The Hungarian Spring Tournament is over. The winner is Gergő Tóth. Second place goes to Miroslav Háša. And the third place is either Petr Zsiska or Zoltán Sonkoly. That I don't know yet. I only know that Petr Zsiska defeated Virág Bekő in the last round. But stay tuned on Gomoku World's Facebook fan page. There you will be able to see the final results as well as the medalists. I thank you for now. That was a crazy tournament. Later on today from 7 p.m., if I'm not mistaken, today from 7 p.m., Poland's first team is going to play against Russia in the Team World Blitz Championship. And I will probably stream that game. Yes, it's from 7 p.m. So yeah, I'm gonna stream that game as well, but on my own Twitch this time. So watch out for the announcement on Gomoku World's Facebook fan page, which I will make in probably 45 minutes or so. It's a really nice tournament overall. Probably the kids had fun as well. They collected a lot of points. Was a very nice tournament many times. Only nuances decided in time trouble. Excellent tournament. Some players are happier, some are less happy. As usual, I would like to thank for the opportunity again for being able to comment this stream, especially that I could not attend this tournament this time. Thanks for Lukas Socek for providing the streams for both games. Also thanks Jakub Horák for providing one of his devices to stream from. Thanks for the organizers. And thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to Boneslash's Twitch channel because he's often streaming EuroLeague, Czech, Gomoku League, and some other stuff. So it's definitely a nice place to be if you like Gomoku. With that, I'm saying goodbye up until 7 p.m. Cheers, everyone.